Saving our planet, the urgent call to protect our forests from deforestation and degradation. Outline of the Article 1. Introduction 2. Causes of deforestation 3. Dangers of deforestation 4. The solution 5. Conclusion 1. Introduction. Deforestation is an environmental crisis of significant magnitude that has far-reaching consequences. It refers to the permanent removal of forests by humans, and its impacts include a reduction in biodiversity, increased greenhouse gas emissions, soil erosion, and degradation of land. Deforestation is also a major contributor to climate change, as trees absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and release oxygen through photosynthesis. The loss of forests can lead to a cascade of negative effects, including changes in weather patterns, increased flooding and landslides, and loss of habitat for many species. Deforestation is therefore a significant challenge that requires urgent action to protect and conserve our forests for the benefit of the planet and all living beings. The loss of trees and forests has far-reaching consequences for the environment, the economy, and public health. Deforestation leads to the release of carbon dioxide, a greenhouse gas that contributes to climate change. It also contributes to soil erosion, which can cause flooding and landslides, and can further damage the land that has been cleared. Deforestation also has economic impacts, with many communities around the world relying on forests for their livelihoods. When these forests are destroyed, people who depend on them lose their sources of income and often resort to other, less sustainable, means of supporting themselves. Finally, deforestation has serious public health consequences, with the loss of habitat for many species leading to an increase in the spread of diseases like malaria, dengue fever, and Zika virus. 2. Causes of deforestation. Human activity is the primary cause of deforestation, with an increase in demand for resources. Deforestation refers to the clearing or removal of forests or trees from an area of land. Human activity, driven by an increase in demand for resources such as land, food, and fuel, is the primary cause of deforestation. As the global population continues to grow, so does the demand for resources, which leads to increased pressure on forests and other natural ecosystems. One of the main drivers of deforestation is the expansion of agriculture, as farmers clear forests to make way for crops and livestock. This is often done through slash and burn techniques, in which trees and vegetation are cut down and then burned to make the land suitable for planting. This process can be highly destructive, not only removing forests but also degrading the soil and reducing its fertility. Another major cause of deforestation is logging. The demand for timber and other forest products has led to widespread commercial logging, which often involves clear-cutting large areas of forest. This not only removes the trees but also destroys the habitat of many plant and animal species, leading to a loss of biodiversity. In addition to agriculture and logging, other factors contributing to deforestation include urbanization, infrastructure development, and mining. As cities grow, more land is needed for housing, roads, and other infrastructure, leading to the destruction of nearby forests. Mining often requires the removal of large areas of forest to access minerals and other resources beneath the ground. Overall, the causes of deforestation are complex and interconnected. Addressing deforestation requires a holistic approach that considers the many factors contributing to the destruction of forests, and the development of sustainable practices that balance the needs of people with the protection of ecosystems. 3. Dangers of deforestation. Deforestation poses numerous dangers to both the environment and human well-being. Here are some of the most significant dangers of deforestation. Loss of biodiversity. Forests are home to a vast array of plant and animal species, many of which are unique and found nowhere else in the world. Deforestation destroys these habitats, leading to a loss of biodiversity and a higher risk of extinction for many species. Soil erosion and land degradation. Trees play a critical role in maintaining soil stability and fertility. The removal of trees and other vegetation through deforestation can lead to increased soil erosion, landslides, and other forms of land degradation, making it more difficult to grow crops and sustain livelihoods. Climate change. Trees absorb carbon dioxide, a greenhouse gas, from the atmosphere and store it in their biomass. When forests are destroyed, this carbon is released into the atmosphere, contributing to climate change. Deforestation is estimated to be responsible for around 10% of global greenhouse gas emissions. Water scarcity. Forests play a crucial role in regulating water cycles, ensuring a steady supply of clean water for communities downstream. Deforestation can disrupt this process, leading to water scarcity, reduced water quality, and an increased risk of floods and droughts. Economic impacts. Forests provide numerous economic benefits, including timber, non-timber forest products, and ecotourism. Deforestation can have also negative economic impacts, particularly on local communities that rely on forest resources for their livelihoods. Health risks. Deforestation can lead to the spread of diseases from animals to humans, as the loss of forest habitat can force animals into closer contact with humans. Additionally, air pollution from burning forests and the loss of natural habitats can also have negative impacts on human health. Deforestation poses significant dangers to the environment and human well-being. It is important to address this issue through sustainable practices that balance the need for resources with the need to protect and conserve our natural ecosystems. By doing so, we can ensure a healthier and more sustainable future for ourselves and generations to come. 4. The solution. Policies and regulations to protect forests. Forest management plans. Many countries have forest management plans that set out guidelines for the sustainable management of forests. These plans typically include provisions for reforestation, protecting biodiversity, and limiting the impact of logging. Protected areas. Governments can establish protected areas such as national parks, wildlife reserves, and forest reserves, to conserve forest ecosystems and protect biodiversity. Forest certification. Forest certification is a voluntary process that verifies that forests are managed sustainably. Certification schemes, such as the Forest Stewardship Council, FSC, and Program for the Endorsement of Forest Certification, PEFC, set standards for sustainable forest management and provide a way for consumers to identify products that come from sustainable sources. Payment for Ecosystem Services, PES. PES is a market-based mechanism that aims to provide financial incentives for forest conservation. In PES schemes, individuals or organizations pay landowners to conserve forests, rather than clear them for other uses such as agriculture or logging. International agreements. International agreements, such as the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, UNFCCC, the Convention on Biological Diversity, CBD, and the Paris Agreement, set targets and guidelines for the conservation and sustainable management of forests on a global scale. Enforcement and monitoring. Policies and regulations can only be effective if they are properly enforced and monitored. Governments must have the resources and capacity to enforce laws and regulations, and to monitor compliance with forest management plans and other conservation measures. Combination of policies and regulations at different levels can help protect forests and promote sustainable forest management. However, effective implementation and enforcement are crucial for these policies to be successful in conserving forests and the important ecological and economic services they provide. In recent years, there has been a growing trend of private companies adopting sustainable practices to reduce their environmental impact and promote sustainable development. Here are some ways in which private companies are adopting sustainable practices. Sustainable sourcing. Many companies are committed to sourcing materials from sustainable sources, such as forests that are managed sustainably. This includes adopting responsible sourcing practices and certification schemes, such as the Forest Stewardship Council, FSC, or Program for the Endorsement of Forest Certification, PEFC, to ensure that the products they use come from sustainably managed forests. Energy efficiency. Private companies are also investing in energy efficiency measures to reduce their energy consumption and greenhouse gas emissions. This includes using energy-efficient equipment, improving building insulation, and installing renewable energy systems, such as solar panels or wind turbines. Waste reduction. Private companies are also taking steps to reduce waste and promote circular economy practices. This includes reducing packaging waste, implementing recycling programs, and adopting closed-loop manufacturing processes that minimize waste and use recycled materials. Corporate social responsibility, CSR. Many private companies are also adopting CSR policies and practices, which aim to promote social and environmental sustainability. This includes supporting local communities, promoting sustainable practices among suppliers, and reducing the environmental impact of their operations. Reporting and transparency. Private companies are increasingly reporting on their sustainability performance and disclosing information on their environmental impact. This includes publishing sustainability reports, setting sustainability targets, and engaging with stakeholders to promote transparency and accountability. Private companies play an important role in promoting sustainable practices and reducing the environmental impact of their operations. By adopting sustainable practices, private companies can help to protect the environment, promote social and economic sustainability, and contribute to a more sustainable future. There are also several individual actions that can be taken to reduce the consumption of products that contribute to deforestation. Here are some examples. Reduce meat consumption. The meat industry is a major driver of deforestation, as large areas of forest are cleared to make way for livestock grazing and feed production. By reducing meat consumption, individuals can help to reduce the demand for animal products and the associated deforestation. Choose sustainably sourced products. When purchasing products such as timber, paper, or palm oil, choose products that have been certified as coming from sustainable sources, such as the Forest Stewardship Council, FSC, or Roundtable on Sustainable Palm Oil (RSPO). Reduce paper consumption. Paper products such as books, magazines, and office paper are major contributors to deforestation. By reducing paper consumption through digital alternatives and printing on both sides of paper, individuals can help to reduce demand for paper products. Support eco-friendly brands. Many brands now offer eco-friendly and sustainable products, such as recycled paper and sustainable clothing. By choosing to support these brands, individuals can help to promote sustainable practices and reduce demand for products that contribute to deforestation. Plant trees. Planting trees can help to combat deforestation and promote reforestation. Individuals can plant trees in their own gardens or participate in community reforestation projects to help promote forest conservation. Reduce energy consumption. Energy consumption contributes to greenhouse gas emissions, which can lead to deforestation through climate change impacts. By reducing energy consumption through energy-efficient practices, individuals can help to reduce their environmental impact and contribute to forest conservation. Individual actions to reduce the consumption of products that contribute to deforestation can help to reduce demand for these products and promote sustainable practices. By making conscious choices and adopting sustainable behaviors, individuals can play a part in protecting the world's forests and promoting a more sustainable future. 5. Conclusion. Forests are crucial to the health of our planet and the well-being of our societies. They provide us with a wide range of benefits, from the air we breathe to the water we drink, and they play a critical role in supporting biodiversity and mitigating climate change. However, forests are under threat from deforestation and degradation, which is driven by human activities such as agriculture, logging, and mining. It is time for all of us to take action to protect forests and the many benefits they provide. Here are some ways in which we can take action to protect forests. Support forest conservation organizations. There are many organizations working to protect forests around the world, such as the Rainforest Alliance and the World Wildlife Fund. By supporting these organizations through donations or volunteering, we can help to promote forest conservation and sustainable forest management. Choose sustainable products. When purchasing products such as timber, paper, or palm oil, choose products that have been certified as coming from sustainable sources, such as the Forest Stewardship Council, FSC, or Roundtable on Sustainable Palm Oil, RSPO. Reduce consumption. By reducing our consumption of products that contribute to deforestation, such as meat and paper products, we can help to reduce demand for these products and promote sustainable practices. Plant trees. Planting trees can help to combat deforestation and promote reforestation. By planting trees in our own gardens or participating in community reforestation projects, we can help to promote forest conservation and restore degraded forests. Advocate for policy change. We can also advocate for policy change at the local, national, and international levels to promote forest conservation and sustainable forest management. This can include supporting policies that protect forests, such as forest conservation programs, and advocating for stronger regulations on industries that contribute to deforestation. Protecting forests is crucial for the health of our planet and the well-being of our societies. By taking action to protect forests, we can help to promote sustainability, combat climate change, and support biodiversity. It is time for all of us to take action and protect the many benefits that forests provide. It is essential that we act urgently to protect forests before it's too late. Deforestation and forest degradation are accelerating at an alarming rate, and the consequences are devastating for our planet and the people and animals that depend on forests for their survival. Forests are disappearing at an alarming rate, with an estimated 10 million hectares lost each year. This is equivalent to losing an area the size of Belgium every year. Deforestation and forest degradation contribute to climate change, loss of biodiversity, soil erosion, and reduced water quality, among many other negative impacts. We must take immediate action to address deforestation and forest degradation. We need to change our behavior and consumption patterns to reduce demand for products that contribute to deforestation. And we must promote sustainable practices such as sustainable forest management and reforestation. The urgency of the situation cannot be overstated. The longer we wait to take action, the more difficult it will be to address the problem, and the consequences will become more severe. If we don't act now, we risk irreversible damage to our planet and the many benefits that forests provide. The time to act is now. We must work together to protect forests and the many benefits they provide for our planet and future generations. We can no longer afford to wait or delay action. The stakes are too high, and the consequences of inaction are too great. It is time to take action to protect our forests before it's too late. Thanks for watching.